Okay, we're going to have a look at some special prisms here. Whenever we need to work out the volume of a rectangular prism, look, we could still work out the area of the base and then multiply it by the height. But for a rectangular prism, all we need to do is multiply the three dimensions together. Sorry, that should be a 7. 5 times 7 times 8. And it doesn't matter which order. We could do 8 times 5 times 7, 5 times 8 times 7, whatever order you want, doesn't matter. You're always going to get the same answer. And that should give us 280 cubic metres. Okay, so we're working out the volume of this triangular prism. So the volume is equal to... Now the base area is a triangle. Now I'm going to put it in brackets because it's a bit easier to understand, but you don't need these brackets. The area of any triangle is going to be half times the base times the height, and then we multiply it by the height of the whole prism. Okay, that's going to give us 54 times 200, 1080, and that's going to be in cubic centimetres. Okay, look, these sort of L shapes are very common. Okay, how do you go about working this out? So again, in brackets, what I'm going to do is work out the area of this cross section. So you can see that this rectangle here is going to be 24 high, and its width is going to be 12. So we're going to go 24 times 12. That's got that part of the cross section. And then this section here, so if this whole thing was 24, and we've taken off 12 there, so this is just 12 by 12 there. And we then, so now we've worked out that whole cross-sectional area, which is the bit inside the brackets. We then times that by 40, and I won't even hazard to try and do this one in my head. Okay, but if we were to go on our calculator, we get an answer of 17,280. That's going to be in centimetres cubed. Okay, so this time we're working out the volume of rectangular prisms, but we're just given the dimensions there. We just need to multiply the three numbers together on a calculator or in our heads. So if we go 6 times 5 times 2, that'll give us 60. 10 times 3 times 2 is also 60. 18 times 2 times 3, oh, let's do this, I think that's 108. You get to bag me out if I'm wrong. 15 times 8 times 6, I'm going to go to the calculator. Okay, so that's going to be 720. 7 times 5 times 2.2, that'll give us 77. 6 times 4.5 times 3 gives us 81. 10.5 times 6.2 times 10 gives us 651. 18.9 times 9.4 times 8.5, so that gives us 1510.11. Okay, we're doing the same thing here, but now we've got a diagram. We just multiply them together, so 3 by 3 by 3, it's going to be 27. Here we just go 6 times 6 times 11. Ooh, what's that going to be? 396. Again, I won't worry about putting the units there. So 9 times 8 times 4, 288. 5 times 3 times 7, so going to be 105. Let's try that again. Okay, here we're going to go 3 times 3 times 10, which is 90. Here we're going to go 3.7 cubed. Yeah, we could have written 3.7 times 3.7 times 3.7. So that'll give us 50.653. Don't forget we need to work out that area of the triangle first. So half times the base times the height, then multiply it by the whole height of the prism. That's going to give us 36. Again, similarly for this last one here, let's just squeeze it in down here. Again, that front area is going to be a half times the base times the height of the whole prism. Okay, what's that going to give us? 4 lots of 3644. Is that right? Let's try that again. 24, yep, that's right, 144. There we are. Now look, a shortcut for any of these triangular prisms is just simply to go a half times and then multiply the 3 dimensions together. And if we do that, I might go to the calculator there, so let's go, so it's at 1320. So again, the next one, just half times and then multiply the 3 together in any order. It doesn't make any difference there. So 350. Again, half times 10 times 10 times 12. Okay, so what's that going to be? 50, so that should be 600 there. Okay, and again, a half times and multiply the 3 together. That should give us 30. Okay, we've then got a whole series of either sort of L shapes or more complicated shapes, but they're fairly straightforward. So this first one, again, I'm going to do the area of the cross section first. So here I'm going to break it up into this rectangle here, which is 6 times 2. Plus I'm going to do this one here, which is 2 times 4. Then I'm going to multiply it by the depth, which is 4. So what's that going to be? 12 plus 8, 20 times 4 is 80. Okay, here again I'm going to break this up into 2 rectangles. So that one there is going to be 10 times 7. This one here, because that's 7 and that's that whole thing's 10, this little bit in there is going to be 3. So this one here will be 3 times 7. Again, we're going to multiply it by that depth of 10. Okay, so what's it going to be? 13 times 7, don't mind me. Okay, good, 910. Okay, we're running out of space. Let's write that one down here. Again, let's split it that way. So this one here will be 14 times 10. This one here is going to be 9 times. Now, that whole thing there is 20, that bit's 10. That leaves us 10 for this edge, so that's 9 times 10. And we're going to multiply it by the depth of the whole thing, which is 3. Okay, so that's 2, that should be 690. Okay, and the last one here. So what we've got, and you've just got to be careful, so that bit there is equal to 12, okay, that bit there is equal to 11. So let's do that bit there, which is going to be the 12 times 11, plus this bit here. Now, so that bit there is 25. This bit here, if you think about it, you know, 12 plus something is equal to 36, so that's going to leave us with 24. So we'll have 25 times 24, and we're going to multiply it by the depth, which is 30. Okay, so that's going to be 132 plus. Okay, we get 21,960. Now that look, all of these again, I'm not writing the units, but that'd be like centimetres cubed. Okay, we get this one here, so again, that one there is going to be 10 times 4. This one here is again, that bit's going to be 4. This bit here is going to be 10 take away 4, so that'll be 6. So we've got 6 times 4 multiplied by the depth, which is 8. Okay, we get 512. Now this T prism, we're going to break that off. Let's put it a bit lower. So we're going to get 12 times 4. And then this top bit here is going to be 4 times 16. And we're going to multiply it by the depth, which is 3. Okay, so that's going to give us, let's have a think. Okay, we get 336. Okay, this shape here, let's cut it across there and there. So that section there is going to be 6 high and it's going to be 2 wide. So we've got 6 by 2. This section here, so we've got it's 2 wide, and if you think if that's 6 and that's 4, that means that height is 2. So we've got 2 times 2. And lastly, we've got this rectangle here, which again is 4 times 2. And we multiply it by the 5, which is the depth there. Oh, what's that going to be? 24 times 5. Let's try 120. Again, a Mars bar if I get it wrong. Now this, the cross section here, it's easiest to view it as one big rectangle, take away a little rectangle. And look, that's a method we could have used in some of these other L shapes too. So the big rectangle here is going to be 25 times 15. Then we're going to minus this one here. Now, notice each edge of each of these is 4 units wide, so 4 centimetres wide. So this height was 15. We've taken away 4 here and 4 here, so we've taken away 8, so that leaves us with 7. Similarly, that was 25 long. We take away a 4 and a 4, so again take away 8 to get 17. So we need to take away this middle rectangle, which is 7 times 17, multiply it by that depth, which is 9. Let's go to our calculator here. Okay, we should get 2,304.